people. Okay.
Oh, I don't like. If you just saw my little intro, you saw that I was at the Carnival last Wednesday with my friend Alexa. But this Carnival was rather different and rather mortifying for me because something happened. Now I'm gonna explain to you what happened. So, me and Alexa, we got there at 6 and we basically stayed there until the time it closed, maybe a little bit before it closed, because I think we left around 10:30 and it ended at 11. Anyway, so we were walking around. It was bracelet night, because if you go to a carnival, go on bracelet night. You'll get to go on all the rides all the time you're there. And so we were trying to figure out which rides to go on. And this year it was different because they got a few different rides, bigger rides, that were better than the ones that they had before. So for instance, they had the Scrambler, which there's a little seat that you sit in, and then it's like on a bar, and then there's another bar, and then there's another seat, and then there's another bar, and then there's another seat, and it basically spins around, and we went on that. That was fun, that was the best ride we went on. And then there was the Rainbow, which you sit on, and you know it's the ride that you sit on, it goes all the way up, it comes all the way down. Well, it's kind of like that, except as it went up, it spun, but you don't know what to. We didn't end up going on that, because I was too scared. But the one ride that we did end up going on was called Spaceship or Starship 3000. I forgot, it was one of those. And by the way, my friend Amanda is filming and she already knows what I'm going to say, so she's probably going to start laughing. So if you hear that, that's why. But, so I was terrified of going on this because it was one of the ones where you're against the wall and it spins and there's nothing that holds you there, it's just the gravity and then the floor drops. So finally, after a good half hour of walking around the carnival and having these game people constantly be like, hey, you want a teddy bear? Hey, you want to play this game? Anyway, she finally convinced me to go on, and we were in line, and I was terrified. And we were at the front about to walk on. She walked on, and then this fucking dude, he put his arm in front of me and told me I couldn't go on the ride. And I was like, why can't I go on the ride? I'm tall enough. I looked at the thing and I was tall enough. I'm definitely big enough. I'm not a little kid. And he pointed to the sign and told me I couldn't go on. And I was like, why are you pointing at the sign? Everything there, I'm fine. And then he's talking in like an accent. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I can't understand him. So I'm just like, why can't I go on? I'm sorry, what? So finally, he's getting frustrated. That motherfucker, he poked my stomach and told me that I couldn't go on the ride.
Because I was pregnant.
Now, do I look pregnant to you? I'm a 17-year-old that probably looked 14 because I was wearing a baggy sweatshirt and pink shorts. Like, what? Anyway, he told me that I couldn't go on because I was pregnant. Now, I am not pregnant, so I was like, I'm not pregnant. I can go on the ride. And then he was like, no, you can't. You're lying. Why would I lie about that, first of all? Second of all, I don't have a stomach. I mean, I do have a stomach, but it's not like a baby stomach. And then finally, I was like, and the people behind us heard it all, and they went up to him and they were like, that was mean. And honestly, I was very tempted to poke him, like poke him back, like, hey, look at you, you got a beer belly, you must be pregnant. But no. Anyway, so we got on the ride and it was scary. My arm got stuck in between the things because you were on this like little section of padding, and the padding had a little gap in it, and I was scared, so I held on because it was anti-gravity, and my arm got stuck. And then once we got off, I started thinking about what happened, and I was like, oh. So we went to Dunkin' Donuts in the Walmart and just sat there for a little bit so I could get away from him. And then everyone found out, and then I went home and told my mom, and everyone's reaction was, ha 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 ha, what are you gonna name the baby? So why don't you comment and tell me what you would name the baby. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this story time, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if anyone at the carnival tells you that you can't go on a ride because you're pregnant, or because of some reason, or maybe something embarrassing happened to you at a carnival, maybe you spilled something on yourself, or made a fool of yourself in front of a crush, got sick on a ride, tell me about it. I want to hear. And hope you have a good one. Bye.